Hello everyone, IgnitedFighter, welcome you to the first part of Let's Play Megaman Battle Network 6 Cyber Beast Gregar. This is my favorite of the Battle Network games, and you will see why throughout this Let's Play. There's just one area in the game, one boss. Well, the one boss everyone knows. But there's one area which is actually pretty early on that I hate, but we'll get to that when we do. Let's start up. This time I'm not going to be doing voice acting for most, if not all, the characters. Just because there's so many characters and really I can't do voices for every single one of them. But I'm going to leave the text that's important up on the screen long enough. Now let's just explain the backstory. Basically it's year 20XX, which is 2020 if none of you know that. In year 2000X, that was 2010. I don't see robots. Mega Man 2 lied. And Vietnam has net navies and little computer things, and they jack them into terminals and gather information and fight, and that's Mega Man. But we'll be talking more about that later. During this introduction, I want to try to explain how this Let's Play is going to work. Basically, this is the whole game. It's split up into kind of chapters, which are days. And so basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down, record a whole day in one big video chunk, and then I'm going to end up going back and editing that down into 10-15 minute videos. So there won't, and then it will end off that. And then it will be like called, I don't know, well, either be called part 1 or this will either be called like part 1 or day 1 part 1. I don't really know yet. I'll figure this out when I decide to upload. But anyway, yes, I should get into characters. The teacher's name is Miss Murray, the teacher, and that is Dex with his NetNavi Gutsman, who is a kind of rival. One of our two rivals, but I'll be getting into that more in the game. And so we're leaving ACDC school, ACDC town, which we have grown up in, and we're going to another city. And no one really knows that, oh, shoot, it's Lan, who is our main character, who we control. Him and Megaman we play as. His other friends are Meilu with her NetNavi roll. She's the one with the purple hair up front. And then, up front center, and that is Yai with her NetNavi glide. She's kind of rich girl, blah, 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 blah. We kind of like Meilu and roll, and she kind of likes us in this game. Yeah. And so oh, whoa, she knew. And I want to explain characters. And so our father is Dr. Dr. I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. Dr. Hikari, and so he is a scientist and developed Mega Man and helped develop the net and helped develop what we do on the net, and kind of comes into play throughout the game. He comes into play in other battle networks, but yes. And so this whole first part is probably just going to end up being a lot of cutscene, because the whole intro cutscene takes a long time, and then when we get around to the introduction, I'm going to try speeding through that. Also, I should mention, this is the first time since way back in Pokemon Emerald that I've been doing live commentary from emulator, so yay. So, because of my screen recording program, which I mentioned in the previous LP, in case you didn't watch that, Pokemon Fire Red. And so that's our father, and then Mom, who's just named Mom. We're moving to Cyber City, a nice big city, and because the mayor asked for his help, and for a expo that happens in 6 months. Harmony of Nature and Technology. And so he's a net specialist, so he's going to go there to make sure that the network can handle all the requests of that. And sadly, we will not be coming back because his research into next-gen nets, Cyber City is a good model of that. So I'm kind of summarizing this, trying to get this over with because it's fast. I really suggest you all get around to playing one of these 6 Battle Network games. Do not start off on 4. I'm telling you this much. 4 I hate, and whenever we get around to that, because yes, I am planning on doing all of them. Like, I'm somewhat planning on doing some other series of other games, like the Half-Life games. I know I'm going to get around to those eventually. But, anyway. Wait, he said I'll meet you in the car. There is no car! Anyway, this game has such good music for Game Boy Advance, that is. I just love the music in this game. It is beautiful. I'll always be a rival. Yes. Yo. And everyone's just saying like goodbyes. Yada yada yada. And everyone's getting all emotional. I thought we would all graduate together. You were my first graduating class, then you're a pretty new teacher. And really, the Battle Network games is what kind of introduced me to Megaman. So, and then I found out about like Star Force and Classic and ZX, and I found out about X like somewhat recently. I knew about the Legend games because actually, well, one of the reasons I got into that playing was I was watching because I want to, and one of my influences was a guy called the Super Duelist who has somewhat stopped making videos, but I think he's going to get back into that. Anyway, yes, because I watched his like Mega Man 3 LP and then he did 6, and so I watched that because I had beaten the game already, and that's like watching this game. But anyway, so because I was stuck in 3, I watched his LP of 3, and now he's doing 2, which I don't remember where I know I've played them all at least some in my life. But anyway, yeah, so, and then he did the Legend games, and that's what introduced me to Legends, and that's when stop on my little backstory of what got me into this. And back to this. And so we left ACDC Town. Yes, we're keeping with musical, with rock, roll, whatever. Bass, forte, blues. And we arrived in Central Town, the hood of Central City. And packing everything makes me feel like I'm getting ready for a new adventure, and that you are then. Megaman, let's take a look around our new home. Why am I doing this? And so we're going to have to talk to everyone. I'm going to explain the basic controls. You use your axles to move. This walking wouldn't be you run. Unlike other that's the ground. There's DS. Blue DS. Anyway, third menu, you have some things here. I'll explain all of these as we go through. Basically, you have your folder, your chip folder, which is what you use to fight. I'll explain all of this later. And now, none of this is really meant for stuff that affects the plot, so I'm sorry, I had like some soup and stuff once a little while ago, and I'm kind of having hiccups or something from that. And Lud pretty much going to tell me what I do, what I'm going to tell you. This guy's a subchip dealer. We'll come back to him another time when he's open. And now they're talking about... That kid actually talked about the expo, which is going to be over there in the school, which is right here, but we can't go in there yet because it's Sunday. He's talking about jacking, and I don't want to go there right now. And be running around. And so, wow, I completely went brain dead. Let's get into the plot. Oh look, it's a mechanical dog with its red face attacking the little girl that's somehow that seems emo. I just said that. Normally dogs are programmed to never attack humans. That means robot dog probably infected with the virus. We press the R button to jack in. Just a quick note, if you ever want to skip the cutscenes in any of the games, you just press and hold start.